Bullets. Chances are you've used a few of them in your time in 7 Days to Die. You may have even used some of the special ammo types, but chances are if you're watching this video, you weren't really sure if they were worth your time and resources. Well, in today's video I'll be going over all the special ammo types in 7 Days to Die, except the arrows and rockets because I've covered them in other videos. I'll also be giving my opinion on whether or not you should really bother using them. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, but with that out of the way, let's get this ammo guide started. First of all, yes, these special ammo types do work. People still cite a video from over a year ago as evidence that ammo types are broken, so let's start with dispelling that. This is a demolition zombie. He has 60 armor. This means that he takes 60% less damage from firearms and melee weapons. Here's what happens if you shoot him with regular ammo. Here's what happens if you shoot him with armor piercing ammo. Here's what happens if you try and shoot him with hollow point ammo. That is how all of those are supposed to work. So now that we've established that they are in fact functional, let's introduce those special ammo types. As a general rule, the armor piercing ammo types will penetrate some of a target's armor. It will also allow you to penetrate one target, allowing you to damage 2 enemies with 1 bullet. As a trade-off though, this does increase degradation of guns by 30% and they'll require about 50% more gunpowder to craft each bullet. The other main special ammo type is hollow point. As a general rule, the HP ammo will increase damage of ammo by approximately 30%, but it will also increase the target's armor by 100%. This seems to work by increasing a target's existing armor by 100% of its current value. So, for example, a utility worker will have 20 armor normally, but when you shoot it with a HP round it will have 40 armor. Not that big a deal. However, if you take a soldier, which has 50 armor, hitting it with a HP round will give it 100 armor, making it completely unable to damage the target. On top of all of that, HP ammo requires 50% more bullet tips to craft. Don't worry if you didn't find that part of the video particularly enlightening, I'll go into the specifics in a second. I just wanted to introduce you to the basic idea of the 2 main special ammo types. Right then, let's get into the specifics. Let's start with good old-fashioned 9mm ammo. So a basic 9mm bullet costs 1 bullet tip, 1 gunpowder and 1 bullet casing. For the sake of completeness, bullet tips and bullet casings are crafted at the forge for 2 lead and 1 clay, and 6 brass and 1 clay respectively. The gunpowder is crafted with nitrate and coal. You can craft 1 gunpowder for 2 nitrate and 2 coal in your inventory, or 1 gunpowder for 1 nitrate and 1 coal at a chem bench. Hollow point 9mm ammo does approximately 28% more damage, costing 1 extra bullet casing to craft. It also increases the target armor by 100%, meaning heavier armor targets will be completely immune to this ammo type without perks that I'll mention later. The armor piercing variant has the same base damage as regular 9mm ammo, but with a 20% reduction in target armor. I believe the way this works is by reducing the target's armor by 20% of its current value. For example, on Nomad difficulty, this level 6 9mm pistol does 20 damage against a demo with 60 armor, and against a utility zombie with 20 armor it does 40 damage. Now if we pull out AP ammo, we do 26 damage to the demo and 42 damage to the utility worker. You'll see that the demo took 6 more damage with the AP, whereas the lower armored utility zombie took 2 more damage. From that test I conclude that my hypothesis on reducing target's current armor rather than subtracting a flat 20% is correct. And with that we also glean that the more armor a target has, the more worthwhile that armor piercing ammo is going to be. Also, AP ammo increases the durability use of a weapon by 30%, meaning you'll use more repair kits to repair your guns. 9mm AP ammo also has 1 target penetration. This allows you to fire through 1 target into another, allowing you to hit 2 targets with 1 bullet, effectively doubling the damage potential if you can funnel zombies. The HP and AP variants require Volume 5 and Volume 6 of Pistol Pete respectively to craft, and upon completion of that book series you'll be able to bulk craft regular 9mm, AP and HP ammo for 20% less resources. Completing the book will also allow you to penetrate 20% of a target's armor at point blank range with any 9mm ammo. How close is point blank range though? Well, from my testing it seems to be about 2.5 meters, which translates to about 2.5 blocks. This effect also inflicts bleeding. This all plays very nicely with armor piercing ammo, taking the damage dealt to a demo from 20 with AP to 32 with AP, but this effect will still work without AP ammo. Next up, let's cover 44 Magnum. 44 Magnum ammo costs 1 bullet tip, 2 gunpowder and 1 casing. The HP variant requires 1 extra bullet tip, and the HP variant of the 44 Magnum is unique in that it only increases target armor by 90%. This means that the lightly armored enemies like the biker, football players and utility zombies will be slightly less resistant to 44 HP compared to other types. The soldier zombie, which has 50 armor, will massively reduce incoming damage but is not immune to this ammo, but the demo is still immune to this ammo type without extra perks. As usual, the HP 44 increases damage by about 30%. The armor-piercing variant requires 1 extra gunpowder. This ammo is unique in that it is slightly better at armor penetration than the other AP ammos, with 25% penetration. This ammo, like the others, also has 1 target penetration and increases degradation by 30%. The AP and HP variants are unlocked by rank 5 and 6 of Magnum Enforcer, and the completion bonus of this book will allow you to bulk craft all 3 of the ammo types 20% cheaper. It will also allow you to penetrate 1 enemy with regular and HP ammo. This means that if you want AP ammo for target penetration, you could actually save resources and just use regular 44 once you complete Magnum Enforcer, as the AP ammo is not buffed by this, giving all 3 ammo types 1 target penetration. So if you want target penetration, it's cheaper to use regular 44 Magnum. Anyway, let's move up to 7.62. Basic 7.62 ammo costs 1 bullet tip, 3 gunpowder and 1 casing. The AP variant of 7.62 costs 2 extra gunpowder to craft, giving 20% armor penetration, 1 extra target penetration and 30% degradation. The HP variant costs 1 extra tip, increases target armor by 100% and increases the base damage by 30%. All fairly standard stuff. AP is unlocked with Sniper Volume 6 and HP is unlocked by Sniper Volume 7. The completion bonus of this book will allow you to bulk craft them all and unlocks the ghillie suit for crafting. The ghillie suit is underrated and I'll link a tutorial on how to use it properly in the comments. But we're not done with 7.62 yet, we'll be back here later when I explain the penetrator perk. Really quickly, I should probably go over robotic turret ammo, even though I know nobody really cares about it. Basic robotic turret ammo costs 3 iron and the AP variant costs 5 iron. 20% armor penetration, 1 target penetration, 30 degradation, you get it. Robotic shotgun shells cost 1 iron and 1 buckshot. Buckshot is crafted at a forge for 3 lead and 1 clay. These shells increase the target's armor by 40% but turn the robotic turret into a robotic shotgun turret. AP ammo and shells are unlocked with Tech Junkie Volume 3 and 4, and bulk crafting all 3 is unlocked as the completion bonus of Tech Junkie. Right then, back to the stuff you probably actually care about, and the final ammo class, shotgun shells. Basic shotgun shells will increase target armor by 40%, working similarly to basic HP. They cost 1 buckshot, 4 gunpowder and 1 paper to craft. Shotgun AP slugs convert the gun from a classic scatter shot to something much more precise with a single slug being fired. These slugs penetrate 20% of armor, have 2 target penetration, meaning they can hit up to 3 targets, and once again increase degradation by 30%. These cost 2 bullet tips, 4 gunpowder and 1 scrap polymer. Shotguns are unique in that they don't have an actual HP variant of their ammo. Instead, they have breaching rounds. Breaching rounds will do plus 1000 damage to doors, safes and wood blocks, but they are absolutely worthless in combat, only working at point blank range. They also cost 4 forged steel, 2 clay, 4 gunpowder and 1 scrap polymer. I would never recommend crafting these, just use your pickaxe for doors and safes and you'll save a lot of resources. Breaching rounds and AP shells are unlocked with volume 2 and 4 of the Shotgun Messiah book, and as usual all 3 can be bulk crafted with the completion bonus of Shotgun Messiah. That's all the ammo types, but I'm guessing you didn't come here for a concise explanation of each ammo type, unless you did. No, you probably came here to find out whether or not they're worth it. Well, in my mind, there are 3 main forms of combat to consider in 7 Days to Die: general combat, stealth, and horde night. We should also consider difficulty when making our judgment here. So for general day-to-day combat, the special ammo types are mostly overkill in my opinion. They're largely a waste of resources that will not increase the efficiency of your day-to-day combat encounters much at all. Why? Well, as I said, it's just overkill. The key to the general combat is versatility. You don't want to have to stop to reload whenever you encounter another type of enemy, or carry around 3 separate ammo types. It all just becomes a big waste of time, inventory space and resources. Besides, you're better off just using a melee weapon for plain old questing and looting anyway. However, if you're on a harder difficulty like Survivalist or Insane, where you'll be suffering severe damage output penalties, you may find it helpful to use specialised ammo types if you're using stealth. Having a sniper rifle with all 3 ammo types will allow you to one-hit kill more enemies. It all largely depends on difficulty, game stage, and the actual POI you're in, but with some trial and error, it could be worthwhile to use some HP or AP rounds on high damage stealth attacks to change it from a 2-hit kill to a 1-hit kill, which is very helpful on difficulties like Insane. Even still, I'd recommend using a machete for that anyway. A well-built stealth build can have up to 9 times sneak attack damage with knives, and that doesn't cost any ammo or time or micromanagement. Now, Horde Knight is a different beast entirely. Let's just get this first one out of the way. Automatic weapons suck with special ammos. With AP ammo, you'll simply burn durability too quickly, and due to the low damage per shot of the ammo types on SMGs and 7.62 automatic weapons, it's all a waste of resources and repair kits to ultimately reduce the shots to kill by 2 to 3, on weapons that fire hundreds of rounds per minute and are generally inaccurate. For SMG and machine gun builds, on basically any difficulty, just stick with those basic ammo types. More ammo and less time repairing is better for those builds than better ammo that you run out of and have to constantly repair weapons with. For 44 Magnum, shotguns and snipers though, we have a much more interesting analysis. These weapons generally rely on killing targets in 1 to 2 hits. They generally use far less ammo to begin with and can afford that extra resource cost as a result. I'd recommend still staying away from HP ammo on Horde Knight though, it's just not worth the extra lead in my opinion. On top of that, it means you'll have to switch to regular or AP ammo if you want to kill armoured zombies, which is very annoying. My strategy is generally to have 2 of my preferred gun, one painted red with regular ammo and one painted black with AP. The paint color doesn't matter, that's just my branding, but it does allow you to distinguish the 2 at a glance. When I'm dealing with regular zombies, I just use my regular ammo, and then when demos or soldiers turn up, I switch to my AP weapon. I generally bring many stacks of regular ammo and just 1 with AP ammo. That said, I do often end up just using rocket launchers on heavily armoured targets, because armoured zombies in 7 Days to Die are not protected from explosive damage. All that said, there are a couple of other things that you should consider. First of all, if you're playing on any difficulty below Nomad, you'll be doing massive bonus damage anyway, and using special ammos on these difficulties is like using a paddle on a moving speedboat, so just save the resources and use basic ammo types. Nomad is still a very forgiving difficulty, and I'd say you can skip out on the special ammos unless you're a very high game stage fighting demos. For Warrior, Survivalist and Insane, where you're doing reduced damage, these ammos are much more worthwhile on Horde Knights or on stealth builds. I still think HP has no place on Horde Knights though. The second thing you should really consider here is your investment into the Penetrator perk. Penetrator is a perception perk with 4 ranks, allows all guns to ignore 35% of armor. This is very good, and it also pairs very well with existing AP ammo and actually allows HP ammo to damage demos. Not much though, I wouldn't recommend trying it. If you have this perk, shotgun AP rounds are much more worthwhile, maximizing their already insane damage against demos, combined with the AP shell's bonus target penetration. However, it actually seems to make 44 AP even less worthwhile in my opinion. The completion bonus of the Magnum Enforcer gives you 1 target penetration with basic 44s, and this perk will give you 35% armor penetration. This basically lets you have AP rounds just using regular 44, and from a cost standpoint, I'd just stick with basic 44. Save yourself the resources and inventory space. However, the Penetrator perk takes AP sniper rounds from a good choice for dealing with demos to, dear god, Horde Night is already over. The 4th rank allows sniper rifles, marksman rifles, and hunting rifles using AP 7.62 to penetrate 3 additional targets with each shot. Combined with the base target penetration of armor piercing 7.62, this gives you 4 target penetration, allowing you to hit 5 targets with each shot. If you build a corridor base, you can easily funnel targets into single file, allowing your AP shots to not only penetrate 55% of armor, but also to hit 5 targets. That is 5 times damage on the highest damage per shot weapon in the game, with 55% armor penetration on top. This should be illegal. If you're going perception, get the Penetrator perk, and honestly, if you're going strength, get it too. The armor penetration buff massively improves basic shotgun shells and allows them to unleash their full fury, and it lets AP slugs hit 3 targets with 55% armor penetration. I cannot stress this enough. If you're doing a sniper build, you might as well just stop making basic 7.62 for Horde Night and switch to AP, because the sheer damage potential more than covers the 2 extra pieces of gunpowder you need to craft them. So, to summarize, HP is useless unless you're doing a stealth build. build. Armor piercing is bad on automatic weapons, however armor piercing is unbelievably powerful for sniper rifles and shotguns if you have the penetrator perk. Without the penetrator perk though, armor piercing 7.62, shotgun slugs and 44 are still worth having for demos and soldiers. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you learned a lot out of this video, you should check out my Explosives for Dummies guide, where I cover explosives in a similar fashion to today's video, or whatever YouTube recommends. As always, thank you to my channel members, Violet Plague, Elodie, Jefferson, Viscerina, Grassy Gaming, VR Studs, Cool Anime Girls, Devin Hebert, Sarday, Guns, Nerds and Steel, and Nerdlit Gaming. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.